What's up guys, welcome back to another KJ Lifestyle video. Today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. With Black Friday coming up in just a few days, I figured I'd make this video to figure out the 10 best gifts for a car guy or girl you can get for yourself or somebody else if you're having a little bit of trouble or also finding a Black Friday deal. We're going to go through a price range of about $5 all the way up to $1,000 plus within these 10 items, so I'm sure there's something that you can find. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of these products, make sure you guys go to the description box below, where I'm going to be inserting links to all of these products so you guys can access them with the click of a button. Without further ado, let's get into number one. Now the first item and the most simple on the list is just a simple gas card. If you're having trouble finding a gift for a car guy, you can never go wrong with a gas card. You can get these anywhere from $5 all the way to $500, so it can fit your budget pretty well. Moving on to number two on the list, it is a custom air freshener that can look like your car or your favorite car brand. Now these things are very simple and they are very inexpensive as well, but it can also be very cool if you are able to put your exact car, like a sketch of it, or your favorite car brand on the air freshener paired with your favorite scent. Now these companies, these air freshener companies, have been up and coming in the past few years. I've been seeing a lot of ads for them on like Snapchat and Instagram, and people have enjoyed them so far. So if you're looking for a very inexpensive gift for someone, you can go on there, put a picture of their car, they'll make a little animation sketch, and they'll turn it into an air freshener with their favorite scent. So it can be a very good option that doesn't cost a lot of money, but also has a very nice custom touch to it. Now, these air fresheners cost anywhere from $10 to $20 depending on how many you get and how intricate the design is. Also, some scents are more expensive than others. Item number three on the list today is going to be hiring a photographer or just ordering a custom canvas or poster of either your car or somebody else's car that you're looking for. This can be a really good option because a lot of photographers only charge between $50 and $200 depending on how many photos you want and the types of photos you want. And if you want to turn them into a canvas or a poster, there are plenty of companies online that you're able to send in a photo and they'll turn it into a big canvas or a big poster depending on what size you want. I would actually recommend doing both of these, so if you want to spend up to around $150 to $200, hire a photographer, get the pictures of the car taken, choose your favorite one, and then you can put that on a canvas. That way this person or yourself can have a picture of their vehicle hanging up in their room or their garage. Item number four on today's list is going to be a battery jump pack. Now these aren't too specific for car guys or car girls, but more often than not, if one of your friends is having trouble with a dead battery, they're going to call you because you like working with cars. I can't tell you how many times people have came to me or I've seen people with dead batteries, and the battery jump pack saves the day. You don't have to use the big jumper cables to go from battery to battery. You just plug in the negative and the positive, push the button on the jump pack, and then you're able to start up the car. These things save so much time and so much stress. I can highly recommend getting one of these. You can pick one of these up for between $50 and $100. And like I said, it can save you a lot of time and a lot of stress. Item number five on today's list is going to be the DeWalt Mechanic tool set. This is something that I personally have and I keep it with me in my car wherever I go. It is about 200 pieces. It has a whole bunch of different sockets, ratchets, screwdrivers, Allen keys, all sorts of stuff, anything that you might need when doing a simple repair job on a vehicle. And it's very handy to have in your car at all times just in case. I've done alternators, brakes, batteries, oil changes, a whole bunch of stuff just with this 200-piece toolkit, and the fact that it folds up in a nice box is very easy to put in the back of your car. There are a few variations of this toolkit that I will link in the description below, as I said before, but you can go through and see which one you would want to get for yourself or for the person that you'll be looking for. Now these toolkits range from $150 to $250, and you might say that's a lot of money, but if you combine all these things together, if you were to go out and buy them individually, you'd be saving yourself a lot of money. Item number six on today's list is going to be a code reader. Now these are things that car guys find very essential, especially once you start getting into tuning or your car starts giving you problems. It's never a good sign when you see that check engine light pop on your dashboard and you want to know exactly what it is. So having a code reader on hand is going to be extremely handy figuring out what exactly happened or what went wrong when you just did something new to your car. Now these code readers are not too expensive. They can get very expensive if you get one of the big digital ones, but you can get simple ones for around $50 all the way up to $200 to $300 like I mentioned before. Now this can also help you or your friends if their car has a check engine light as well. You can plug it in, read the codes, even clear the codes, and see if it's something that you can fix by yourself. If not, take it into the shop. Another one of those things that's going to save you a lot of time and hopefully stress if you're able to do it yourself, and save you money as well. Item number 7 on today's list is going to be the Chemical Guys Detail Kit. A lot of car guys and girls like to clean their cars themselves just because they don't trust other detailers, or they don't go to the self washes which have those spinny things that can chip your paint and leave swirls. This Chemical Guys kit comes complete with brushes, buckets, soap, and even a few sprays after you've cleaned your cars to get your car to be very shiny and clean without the risk of another detailer scratching your paint or having to worry about anything like that. Now this kit comes for about $100, and it's really not too bad if you consider all these things individually. That can also save you a lot of money and a lot of time going out to stores trying to find these items. Item number 8 on today's list, and something that is the most complicated out of all these things on this list, is going to be the Starlight Headliner Kit. This is something that I personally installed in my 2008 Acura TL Type S a few years ago, and it was really tedious to install, but the end result was really cool because you got a Rolls-Royce experience for only about $100 to $200 and about 19 hours of your time. Now that may seem like a long amount of time to work on one little project, but the reactions that you get from your friends, and also just being able to look back and see stars changing all the colors, it's just an experience that you don't usually get from every car, and it's just very cool as you're driving to be able to have that behind you. The kit itself is only about $100 to $200 depending on how many pieces you want. Most of them come between 250 to 400 pieces, and by pieces I mean individual fiber optic strands that you're going to have to poke through the headliner. As I said before, this is very complicated and very tedious because you're going to have to individually poke each one of those holes depending on how big the kit you got is. Like I said before, it creates that Rolls-Royce experience for only around $100 to $200. Item number 9 on today's list is going to be a watch. Now, if you know me, you know I love watches, luxury timepieces. That is another one of my hobbies. But this doesn't have to be anything too crazy. If you don't know a lot about watches, there are plenty of watch companies that have paired with automotive manufacturers. These two industries go hand in hand. So finding a watch that may suit your car or your friend's car can be something that they can wear every day. It can also remind them of you, that you got them this watch, which holds sentimental value not only to your friendship, but also to their car. There are a number of different watch companies depending on how much you want to spend, anywhere between $50 all the way up to $5,000, $10,000 once you get into the luxury timepieces. There's also a lot of history that goes behind a lot of these watch manufacturers and also these automotive manufacturers as well. That creates a story to tell if somebody does happen to ask you about your watch, and you can also tie it into your vehicle. Last but certainly not least is item number 10. Now these are a series of items that you should really know exactly what you're talking about if you want to get any of these things for somebody else. Now if you're getting them for yourself, you're obviously going to know what to get, but these things include intakes, exhausts, coils, front lips, rear spoilers, and tunes. Now this is something that you don't really want to mess around with and buy the wrong thing. Now obviously if you get a part that's not for your car from somebody else, you're going to know, and hopefully you'll be able to return it. But like I said before, you really need to know exactly the specs of the person's car that you're going to be buying this for. Another thing with this too is these things are not cheap. Most of these items come from around $100 for like a cheap front lip or a rear spoiler, all the way up to $1,000 plus when you start getting into intakes, exhausts, and tunes. Start to just talk to your friend or the person that you're going to be buying this for, and seeing what you think they're going to need or stuff on their car that they don't already have. No matter what car you have, whether it's naturally aspirated or forced induction, you really can't go wrong with an exhaust or intakes. So those are two very safe bets if you want to spend between $250 all the way up to $700. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video of what to buy for a car guy or a car girl coming into the 2022 holiday season. As I mentioned before, if you're interested in any of these products, make sure to check the description below where I'm going to link everything. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment box below, and also don't forget to subscribe because we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. With that, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you, your friends, and your family have a wonderful holiday season. Remember to be kind, be happy, and be grateful, and we'll see you in the next one.